Hi everyone, McBeard here, back with another video for you, playing Skellige, which is something I hardly ever do. So I thought I would explore some cards in Skellige because, you know, it's nice to have a little bit of variety. And there are truly some cards that I like. I used to play this game way back in closed beta. There have been a lot of Skellige builds that I have been very fond of in the past. And one of those cards is actually the An Craite Blacksmith. And that's what I want to talk to you about in today's video. It actually started with me trying to make a Hjalmar deck. You might remember Hjalmar at one point was a good card, but Hjalmar unfortunately really gets answered, shut down, destroyed in all situations. So that didn't really work out, but it actually started originally with the idea of how strong the Dimoon Corsair can be when resurrecting a large, a buffed machine through strengthening effects such as Mandrake and such as the An Craite Blacksmith. And that actually involved me thinking, well, maybe Hjalmar and Holger Blackhand might work to further buff the largest unit in my graveyard. Unfortunately, that's a few too many parts to be that greedy, and while it is definitely meme-worthy, I wouldn't recommend that. But I had this other version that didn't have Hjalmar in it that still used the An Craite Blacksmith as the Crach-Smith target and seeked to strengthen the Dimoon-like Longship with the Blacksmith and the Mandrake. And I felt like this deck was actually pretty good, and I played it on ranked, and we had a pretty good time, and there were some crazy games I ran into with this deck. But just generally, Vesemir is in the deck to pull out either Runestone or Mandrake, generally Mandrake. Triss Telekinesis just further thins the deck. This is a Siri Nova deck, so you do want to get the extra thinning from the reconnaissance, so playing Triss just for that purpose is usually pretty good. Coral is probably a flex spot, but I would say that Coral can usually find you value, shut down units like in Consume Monsters or in Greatswords. And Siri Nova, of course, because it's a Nova deck, and this deck already has a bomb in a Corsair resing a large Dimoon Longship. Now you also have Nova on top of that. So this is very, very greedy, but you have such an incredible short round with this deck. You can bleed and do setup in round 2, but you could also reliably push in a long round 1. So this deck is actually pretty good. There's only one weakness. I'll get to that at the very, very end, just so you know if it's a good meta to play something like this. Udalryk, because your spy is usually pretty important in Gwent. Roach for that extra tempo, as these are low body golds. Sigurdrifa for resing that ship as well. If you aren't able to get a Corsair, just good to have an extra res. I think she's pretty flex as well. Restore could also be in here for a pirate captain, but I think that I found that the resurrection spells weren't as important as other Skellige decks when you have the Corsairs already. But, you know, you do get value out of Sigurdrifa. Marching orders will pull your pirate captain just to add to consistency. Your Mandrake, of course, is key to strengthening a unit you want to res in round 3 with Corsair or Sigurdrifa. And the Runestone, just so Vesemir doesn't brick on you. And usually the Skellige Silvers are pretty good. The Blacksmith is where I think that at a 9 strength body, this effect is very strong. It does provide a 2 strengthening buff, which is carryover for resurrection, but it also provides the 2 armor, which means that in situations where you are buffing a unit next to a Dimoon Longship, like another Dimoon Longship, the one that you're buffing already, you get extra value from that armor, and I play on that a little bit later as well. The Dimoon Longship is your engine, and it's your res target. Sometimes you'll pull it with Crach because sometimes you'll draw both Blacksmiths, so that's not the worst thing in the world. The Dimoon Warship just works better with the Dimoon Pirate Captain. You could end up actually buffing one of these as well. It depends on how short or long the round is, or if you feel like you need to remove anything at 4, which isn't very common. But, you know, you can make these decisions because these are still 11 strength units that can be buffed and res by Corsair, so there is value there. Plus, they thin the deck with the Pirate Captain because you do want extra Dimoon units with the Pirate Captain. You don't want bricks. And you do want thinning because you want consistency in a Nova deck because there's extra cards and there's less synergy for pulling stuff. Dimoon Corsair reses your ships. Heme Protector and Thunderbolt is my special sauce here because I haven't seen this used in very many decks Skellige-wise, but Heme Protector plays an item. The Thunderbolt is an item, and it also applies armor to whatever the Dimoon Longship is hitting. So you get extra value through the armor, plus you thin, plus you get the 2-point body associated with it as well. Plus, if you're having a really interesting game, Triss can also pull the Thunderbolt. So it's actually my favorite part about this deck, the Heme Protector and Thunderbolt, but the Blacksmith also works as well in just making sure that you have a great opening play if your Dim and Longship sticks. An Craite pulls the Blacksmith. The Blacksmith is buffed to 11, another good Sigurdrifa target. Strengthens the Dim and Longship by 2, gives it 2 armor as well, which can be used later on. So you just get a lot of value, and it's pretty strong play for a leader. It puts you in a position where you can now fight for round 1. It's not very slow. With Roach, you easily can fight for round 1. That being said, this deck does suffer to Scorches and Mandrake's stuff because the Dim and Longships do buff themselves, and Scorch usually have large units. So unfortunately, Mandrake is everywhere, and Scorch is around enough that I don't know if I would recommend it right now. And if you can think of a way to maybe refine this so it's not so vulnerable to those things, Skellige does suffer for this. But outside of that, when the deck works, it works very, very well. And the games that I got when I played this are really, really good. So check out the gameplay, check out the footage. I'm heading off to Poland tonight, so I'll try to have some stuff queued up later this week. And of course, you can expect some vlogs from me. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Hate the fact that Northern Realms says almost every bronze card is conditional to get average bronze value. Oh yeah, I guess so. Okay. Good to try this again against 40 card full test. I feel like the open pass is really strong with this deck, and I may want to just...
Lady Margarita told us of this.
I just want to do an open pass. Oh, did the guy who just beat me want to talk to me? There's nothing to talk about, my man. There's really nothing to talk about. I misplayed, and I lost. The draws were pretty bad, too. I mean, any game where you don't get your gold cards is pretty rough. These draws aren't great either.
Elves must die!
I think as long as I don't have a chance of getting double Corsair, Restore is always good.
What's this on one?
I feel like there's no reason to not remove those when I'm maybe most concerned about it.
Elves must die!
I mean, I don't think there was any problem with me playing a thing like that. Deck's nice and thin, at least. The thing about a new deck, it's cool but tiny mistake inside. Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm just not used to playing the deck, right?
Onward!
I played it a little bit.
Attack!
Like a bit. I feel a little bit better about this one. This particular match. I'm looking for the Haymay Protector, and I'd like to put armor on, like... I'm just going to let this die, I guess. It's fine. It's the unit. I can still get a Blacksmith here, which is good. Blacksmith from Sig at 11 is, like, pretty good usually, too. He's barely hanging in there right now, guys. Alright, so we go Haymay. Haymay. Ray's Bulwark! It's what we are.
Either with my shield or on it.
I also need to get better at this stuff, right? I need to get better at this as I get scorched. That's the main, I think, for like new decks that have shifts in the way things line up, especially with the armor being applied here. Don't have it. Don't have it. Is this like a carbon copy of the deck I just played? Don't have it, man. In your 40 card deck, don't have it. Just don't have it. You know when the broadcast on Friday starts? It starts on Saturday, and no, I don't. It usually is 4 p.m. CET, but I do not have any official. I do not take that as an official statement of when it's starting. It's just usually starting there. All right, so do you think we can get enough? Oh, our restore is pretty good. But I doom whatever I restore, but it's still good because I get the longship back. It's like actually crazy good. I don't care if this is doomed.
What's this on one? Ugh, got a bad case of Rose back.
I have Sig and a Corsair in my hand, so it's fine. I like the big ships. You will be known as USS Enterprise. You will be known as the USS Crazy Horse. You will be known as the USS Defiance. You will be known as the USS. I'm trying to think of all like the obscure Star Trek
Light
ship
up
names.
the north. Our fires will light up the north.
It really is like the exact same deck I played against. Things are a little bit better for me though. But I think I don't want to play any of these. I think Coral is the play. I got Roach out and I shrink. I get 7 on his board too. So it's not the best Coral, but I also don't think there's going to be a good Coral. And Roach right into the Frost where I wanted you to go. Chili horse, chili horse. Who watched Star Trek in the chat? I watched lots of Star Trek in my life. I've seen many, many, many pieces of Star Trek content. Childhood molded by Star Trek over here. Why USS, not Canadian ship? That's what the Kier, Star Trek fan. Excellent. Voyager mainly. Voyager was very good. Voyager was better than Deep Space Nine. I don't know if that's controversial or not. Voyager rivals TNG for my favorite, which is also controversial, I think, to even suggest such a thing. All right, we are in very, very good shape. We need to make him have taller, first of all, and if he doesn't, we win. And if he does, we might still win anyway. Because look at these draws. All right, fine, we get rid of this. Fine. So what we actually do here is we res the ship, which is already a 14-point play. Sorry, I'm looking. Yeah, is it?
This is what we played for.
Hey, we res the ship. We use Vesemir and we use Udalric. We keep this. No, this is dead. Oh, it's weird to have a dead captain. We're gonna have to mulligan this then. But we hold Sig.
Gods are blowing fair winds today.
We maybe should have played Udalric first, but probably dry pass. No, I want to have the big res here.
Ah, I see you've thought about this.
The gods won't be pleased.
I mean, rip Protector and rip Captain, but it's worth. He's got to clear 17 points now. Oh, I mean, I might still play Vesemir though because that's still pretty good. I think playing the Corsair here was not actually correct, but because I think maybe mulliganing. It's too bad I drew the Thunderbolt potion. The Haymane Protectors, I mean, they're good. They're really good when they work, but when I'm stuck drawing Thunderbolts, it feels bad because clogging up my draws late game is bad for this deck because you need these premium draws. You need Nova. You really want that. Like having like dead Protectors and Thunderbolts. There's got to be a way to make that a little bit better for me, I think.
Tomfoolery! Enough!
So again, he has to clear 19 points in this turn, and then I get a favorable pass, and I've got a pretty good finisher. DG Thunder, what's going on? Before you ask, 42-21 MMR with Moonlight, so close. Not bad. Psyched to head to Assault Mine. Oh man, we're gonna go deep into the bowels of the earth. If this deck needs premium draws, if you spend more meteorite powder on it. LOL. Wow, that is slow as hell. No recon. Okay, because I was going to use the blacksmith, but that's still fine. That's still fine. Oh, the aye, sirs. Well, I think I'm okay pushing here. I've been blocked on, like, thinning my deck so much. And now I have potential to draw the Protector while holding a dead captain. That's really, really bad for me. I'll take the blacksmith. But mulliganing into that Protector, it's a 1 in 4 chance. It's really bad. I have to pass now? I mean, yeah, I passed now. I still don't think he clears it. Not even. I mean, kind of close, I guess, but he's got to play a card here. So he needs to play a 12-pointer right now, which is realistic. He can do it, I guess, but it's not easy. 12 points isn't easy right here. 12. Well, no, it's not 12 points because of the frost. I mean, it's full test, right? What's the big play? He used all of his witch hunters too, which is so good for me. Does he have it? I mean, he probably has it, right?
Blood of Erin.
Oh, the emote leads me to believe that maybe he doesn't have it. Or the only thing he can do is Scorch, and he has a Scorch. Oh, the winch might actually not... I think... Wait, is that 100% chance to get it? Yeah, I think the winch was always good. I think he was worried that he wasn't going to... Go, it's tied! Oh, it's tied.
Samaria.
4 golds, 14 cards left in deck, 1 card left in hand. Little bad luck, I guess. I mean, a siege tower would have done it, right? All right, we didn't brick any. We cannot lose this game now. I don't think we could have lost anyway.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
Ooh, full test Baron, huh? I mean, Restore isn't even great. I already used that Restore. So it's like the Restore is just for a warship, I guess. Because I have Sig for the big ship. And this has to be something under 8. So I think I just bring the warship back. I'm overthinking this.
Another Crach requires rejuvenation. A rebirth.
Keyboard.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
I did have to play both of my cards, though, for the record. To be honest, though, his last 2 cards were so good. He deked straight into his Baron, and like, I know, it's a 7-point card, I guess. It's not the greatest. But then Hubert was very good.
You've talked enough.
So those were
Make a good slave.
those were good. Those were very good cards. He put 40 points on his board against me, even with well, it was really 44 because I did remove 4. So 44 in 2 cards is actually quite good. That sucked a little bit, but Brewer is really hard to beat. So, I mean, whatever. I don't really know this deck that well. I'm getting junk draws for some reason. Like, I test out hands and stuff and like optimal hand situations, like in AI a lot. Like, so like I don't want to waste my time with a deck that just draws badly all the time. And I crush the draws. I'm just like, all these draws are perfect. I'm fitting my deck perfectly every time. I step into ranked and it's like I just attract some of the garbage. Roach in my hand every damn game. Give me a break. Give me a break. So this is probably an open pass situation because having Ozrel and Caretaker is a realistic threat, and I can't be caught by that. So. Brewer's pretty close to fine. The problem is Cleaver and Word Answer. Well, I'm just saying, I mean, I know you're talking to the chat, but yes. Brewer as a card is not that bad. It's just...
As per our contract.
Ah, I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. Fuck this cheese.
Be gone.
I mean, I just hit it with Mandrake, and then I just... There's no winning here, right? There's no, I need Runestone into Donar, I guess? But he probably has Shackles, honestly. Do I create a situation where
Glory to you.
I have nothing in my graveyard anyway? I was looking at my deck list. I'm not looking at my graveyard, so I probably just lose. Yeah, if I can't answer it, there's no point in playing.
The gods won't be pleased.
You don't say. But this basically, he can't pass. He basically is like riding this to the end.
That might even be amusing.
He's going to eventually run out of cards. And then I shall pounce. Because all I have to do is play Vesemir and Ciri. And Ciri can duel him. Am I right or am I right? Offensive Ciri Nova, yeah. Then I'm up enough cards because he used Renew already. But only because his Iris Companion screwed him. It's the only reason why I would still win, because I would still potentially lose that game. Still potentially lose that game. Because he's thinking about maybe passing, in which case he's gonna get iced. He's gonna get iced.
You got a bad case of roller's back.
Still okay. We're still okay. Now I'm just thinking about the cards I don't care about. This is definitely one of those cards.
Freya's bulwark. That's what we are.
Well, my Ciri Nova's freaking out. All right, here we go. Do we have a chance to win this game?
Tomfoolery. Enough.
We actually don't, because Ciri doesn't kill Imlerith, but I think the ship would, right?
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
Like, this is gonna hurt Ciri a lot. Oh, we get him, we get him, we get him.
Come on, get it going.
That's how you deal with that trash. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Eventually he was going to run out of cards, right? Eventually he was going to run out of cards, and I had everything I needed. Just had to stay calm and Oh. Oh, he's getting all mad. He's like, there's nothing to be mad about. There's nothing to be mad about. Well, well, well. Never give up. Never stress. We will never be slaves.
Perfect.